Think about all the advertisements you have seen or heard on TV, the internet, or the radio. What do they all have in common? They all try to hook or grab our attention. This is exactly what we want to do in the beginning of the introduction of your essay. Before we begin instruction, please have the following 3 handouts in front of you. The introduction model for $50 million, the optional hook styles for $50 million with the bridge to thesis, and your rough draft template you have already begun to fill out. Please pause the video until you are ready. Welcome back. What is the purpose of a hook? The purpose of the hook is to grab your reader's attention so that they want to read your essay. How do you write a hook? There are many possible strategies or styles to choose from when writing a hook for your introduction. To get a sense on how a few of them work, let's take a moment to read the sample hook styles provided on the handout together. As we read, observe how each style draws the reader's attention in its own way. As we move through the options, ask yourself which style you might like to use for your own hook. The question hook. What would you do with $50 million? For many students, this first option, asking an interesting question, is the simplest type of hook to write. In fact, you may notice the hook question presented here is the essay prompt question itself. If you can make a great hook question out of the essay prompt, why not use it? Not only can it effectively hook your reader's attention, but it can also present a razor-sharp focus of the theme of your essay to the reader. Let's move on to style number 2, using facts or statistics. The average cost of a home in the United States is $200,000. The average cost of owning a car is $33,000. Believe it or not, the average cost of a college education from a public university is $100,000. Let's face it, life is incredibly expensive. Using one or more powerful facts or statistics can be a great way to grab your reader's attention. It just takes a few minutes researching credible sources on the internet, and bam, you've got facts or statistics that make a great hook. If done correctly, using this style of hook can also be a great way to add some credibility and expertise to your writing. Now let's move on to option number 3, using a quote. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Wealth is not his that has it, but his that enjoys it." Using a relevant quote has always been a creative and highly effective way of grabbing your reader's attention, especially a quote from someone as respected as Ben Franklin. Again, all it takes is a little bit of research on the internet, in this case about the challenges or benefits of having or not having enough money, and bam, you got yourself one powerful hook. Let's move on to style number 4. The story or hypothetical scenario hook. Imagine if one Sunday morning you decided to walk down to your local convenience store for some snacks. After grabbing your favorite chips and soda, you head on over to the cash register and get a random urge to buy yourself a lottery ticket. As you sift through your pockets a few days later, you find the crumpled ticket. Another random urge grabs you, and you check the numbers. Wazoo! You won $50 million! This type of hook is a great opportunity for you creative writers to shine. All you need to do is think of a creative angle to introduce your essay theme. And then you have a chance to write a mini story or a what if this happened. And if done correctly, few hooks grab as effectively as this one. Writing your own hook. it is your turn to choose which style of hook you'd like to use. Now you have 3 choices here, so listen carefully. Select the first option and use the essay prompt as your question style hook, just like on the model introduction. Number 2, write a hook following one of the other styles provided on the handout. Or number 3, independently write an attention-grabbing hook using any style of your choice. Please pause the video until you select one of these 3 options and you've written down a hook onto the introduction of your rough draft template. Welcome back. Hopefully now you have a beautifully completed hook. Congratulations! We are now finished with the first part of your introduction. In the next video, we will write a thesis statement for your introduction.